How you doing, YouTube? Matt Massive Beer Reviews back with a little bit of a Glenbrook brewery, courtesy of my boy Mike. This be their Jacob Arnold Porter, coming in at 5.8%. I'm not going to read that story in the back there and just say I've had exactly one beer from these guys. It was their Pale Ale, and it was definitely a West Coast Pale Ale, and I thought it was really, really good. I mean, epically clean, really nice and piney and resinous and just crisp and super drinkable. So I'm kind of curious to see how this comes out. You know, another classic style, new brewery. You know, there's a lot of breweries that do a lot of different things when it comes to beer nowadays. And a lot of them take the new school kind of cool beer kind of route, for the lack of a better term. But then some definitely lean into the old school. I believe that's what these guys are doing. And that looks exactly like what a porter should look like. I mean, look at that. Pink heat finger. Malted malt ball colored head. Rich dark dark brown black core to it. At a 5.8% ABV. Yeah, I assume Jacob Arnold Porter. I assume this is going to be a base porter, so we're off to a pretty good start. Let's get a nose. There's a vanilla characteristic here, maybe even a coffee component in here, like almost to the point where I'm like, did they throw a little bit of lactose, a little bit of milk stout, milk porter kind of thing going on here? It smells really good, actually. Yeah. It gets very much into like a chocolate ice cream kind of territory for me because of the way that vanilla kind of comes off of the beer. I'm not quite sold on whether it's an addition of a vanilla or heavily oated thing or something bring that vanilla to the head. It actually could be a chocolate doser, chocolate malt. Sometimes my brain confuses vanilla and chocolate. It's just kind of a flaw of my brain. But it smells really nice, creamy, almost desserty to a certain extent. It smells like a bigger beer than it actually is. It definitely comes off like a porter on the nose, but just leaning slightly into kind of an imperial stout, believe it or not. Smell. Yeah, let's dive in. Cheers. Okay, that is an uber classic porter through and through. That nose is completely different. I wouldn't say completely different, but quite a bit different than what I'm actually getting in the taste. In the taste, I'm getting that kind of soft, creamy element that I almost say is a prerequisite for a porter. This creamy, sultry kind of mouthfeel, followed by an immediate kind of burst of multiple levels of baker chocolate to semi-sweet chocolate. Not even that far. Kind of a little bit below semi-sweet chocolate, of different varying portions of chocolate that's combined with this nice kind of bittering roast component from the malt in itself, which isn't too heavy, but it's definitely there and definitely wanted and definitely needed. And it's that mouthfeel in combination with that big roast component, the way that kind of sweetness comes off. It just comes off as a classic like BJCP style to a T, what you expect of an American porter. You know, a bit of bittering, a little bit of hops, that nice kind of soft mouthfeel, multiple levels of chocolate, super drinkable, super chuggable. I could drink this on a nice, chill it down, a little bit cold, like 44, 42 degrees, and just drink this as a summer chugger. I think it would come off great. It's very much in that classic line of porters. You know, you think of like Anchor Porter, those kind of beers. That's what you're dealing with here. Now, the nose does give you that kind of sweet vanilla confectionery component, which I do quite enjoy. Doesn't really follow through much in a taste, but it's a nice addition to the nose to make this beer a little bit more extra. And I think that's pretty much it. There's really not much else left to the beer, but you don't really need much more, to be perfectly honest with you. Nice, sweet, bittering, chocolate abounds, roasted malt abounds, nice mouthfeel, done and done. Is this one of the better core 4 porters that I've had as of late? Yes. To Mount Rushmore status, I don't know. I've had some really, really good ones that do me proper. It's probably worth it, you know what I mean? Worthy of that, because you don't drink a ton of them. So let's throw it on there. Let's put a fifth face in a mountain just to kind of put it on the cusp. I think it's tasty, well done. Now, is this gonna like ignite people's imaginations or make them be like, oh my god, this is crazy, the new school beer drinker looking for pretty much all their darker beers to be some kind of a confectionery thing? This might not be their jam, but for people that enjoy beer flavored beer, this is it. And it's a very good thing. Valued availability on this, no idea, Mike. Let me know what's what. Leave you with, if you like what, you like this. Pretty much what I said already. If you like beer-flavored beer in a sense that you like classic, well-made homebrew, microbrew, Let's go that way. If you have used the word microbrew multiple times in your beer existence, then this beer will probably be tasty for you. So there you go. Review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Down there, if you want to talk about it, Massive Beers. If you want to check me out doing the social media stuff, Beer Massif. If you want to check me out doing the whole podcasting thing, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully you're enjoying a little bit of Glenbrook right now. Hopefully see you next time. Cheers.